very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining us here. I welcome you all to the Global Healthcare and Wellness Awards and Conference 2025. And it's an absolute honor to have you all here with us today as we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements, groundbreaking innovations, and inspiring leaders in the field of healthcare and wellness. And I would also like to wish all of you a 76th very happy Republic Day. And today we've all gathered here, so I request all of you to please take your seats behind. This year's event is proudly presented by Hypedge Media, a pioneer in media, research, branding, and marketing services, and a trusted partner in driving industry excellence. Hypedge Media Group, with its half of decade of experience, has continuously set the standard for delivering the highest quality services to businesses and individuals, like ensuring that the voices of visionary leaders in healthcare are heard and celebrated. Today, we all come together to honor those who are the forefront of transforming healthcare and wellness across the globe. From revolutionary medical technologies to groundbreaking wellness initiatives, the individuals and organizations we'll be recognizing today have made an indelible impact on the way we think about and experience health. Throughout this conference, we'll be engaging in thought-provoking discussions, share valuable insights, and explore the future of healthcare and wellness, a future that's not only about advanced treatments, but also about fostering a culture of holistic well-being, compassion, and innovation. So as we all embark on this very exciting day, let's take a moment to thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, to get this day started on an auspicious note, we will be lighting the traditional lamps. And to do the honors, may I please welcome on stage our chief guest for today, Honorable K. Pushpa Leela, ex-Minister, Women and Social Welfare Department, ex-member Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly. Can we please have a round of applause, ma'am, to join us for the lamp lighting ceremony? I request Honorable Samay Singh Meena, IPS, Superintendent of Police of Kalakurchi, Tamil Nadu, to please step on the dais. I also request our guest of honor to please join us on stage, Dr. Kangna Yadav, Managing Director, CERT and Shri Ram Group of Institutions, Hospitals and School. Can we have a round of applause? Anto Ramesh Delvi D, Chairman and Managing Director, Radblocks Healthcare Service Private Limited. A round of applause for sir, everybody. Dr. Kalyani Sai Dandapani, Principal Chief Medical Director, Railway Hospital. I would like to thank all our dignitaries for joining us here. May I request Mr. Gaurav Gautam, Founder and National President, Hypedge Media Group and ICANN Foundation, to please join us. Can we have a round of applause for sir, everyone? I request our dignitaries to please do the honors of lighting the traditional lamps. Can I request our dignitaries to please join in for a group picture right here? Would like to capture this moment, all of you in one frame. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause for our dignitaries? Thank you so much, dignitaries, for a bright start this morning. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we revel in the excitement of this extraordinary event, it's important to take a moment to recognize the driving force behind the spectacular event. The person we are all about to welcome has not only envisioned the celebration, but has worked tirelessly to make it a reality. It's my pleasure to introduce the visionary behind this incredible platform, the founder and national president of Hypedge Media Group, Mr. Gaurav Gautam. He creates spaces for the healthcare and education industries to come together, discuss, and discover new opportunities. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Gaurav Gautam on stage with a big round of applause. Hypedge Media Group is a premier insight-driven media, research rating, PR, branding, and marketing services company that is one of its pioneers in the branding industry with ages of experience in providing the best quality services to businesses and individuals as well. And Hypedge Media strived hard to provide the best marketing and branding solutions to all of our customers through dedication, commitment to quality, training, and adopting international standards while delivering the services. With this, may I request Mr. Gaurav Gautam to felicitate our chief guest. May I please request Honorable K. Pushpa Leela, ex-Minister, Women and Social Welfare Department, ex-member, Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly, to please join us on stage. Please welcome ma'am with a big round of applause. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us here. Big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. May I please request you to address the gathering and share a few words? All right. Okay, ma'am. Sure. No worries. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely. We will love to hear from you. All right. So next up on stage, may I welcome our chief guest, Honorable Samay Singh Meena, IPS Deputy Commissioner, Tambaram, to please join us on stage. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here. Truly a pleasure. Big round of applause. So may I request you to address the gathering now? Yes. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to one and everyone present here. It's an honor and privilege to stand here and to address this gathering of health professionals, all esteemed chief guest and guest of honors. So I would like to thank you to the organizing committee and Mr. Gaurav who invited me here. So this is some different type of conference. I have attended a lot of conference like Rotary and all, but this is something very different. So when I entered to this room, I was, one of our guest was deliberating the story. So I like the story quite a bit actually. That I'll tell you one small story. When I was in 10th class, my father wanted me to be a doctor. I wanted to be a doctor, but actually, and I expressed my wish to my father and my family that I wanted to be a doctor, I'll go for the biology. But from my family, my father always wanted me to be a civil servant. So he has something different in mind. Now you will ask that what is the relationship between a civil servant and a doctor. So the thing is, when you go for the doctor, you have a long course, and then you go for the PG, then you go for the super specialization and all those things. So we were two friends. We both were studying together. Almost, we both were, equally good in studies. So I started with mathematics, and he started with biology. So I entered into college, and I was in third year, and still he was preparing for the entrance examination. So when I was in fourth year, he entered to the first year. So you know this like UG course that is for almost 5.5 years, if I am not wrong. So when I completed my engineering, and then I went for MBA. So I completed my MBA. He was still in UG. Then I started job. I was a consultant in IBM, and I had a very different journey. I I was a consultant. I was very happy with the corporate, but back in the mind, I had that goal which my father told to me to become a civil servant. But I had no inclination towards civil services till that time. Then eventually, what happened? I was working in IBM, and they were asking me to go to US. So I got a 4 years US visa. They have invested some money. They have invested efforts when you are getting a visa. So there is a lot of efforts behind this. So they wanted me to go to US for 4 years. So my mother said, if you want to go to US, you can go. But once you go, you'll not be able to come back. So that was the trigger point for me. I thought, like, this thought eventually came into my mind. It's always better to be a first citizen in your own country rather than a secondary citizen in some different country. So, with that thought, I started preparing for UPSC. And my father said, if you don't get into UPSC, if you don't like it, you start preparing. If you don't like it, if you don't get into it first 1 year or something like that, we will not stop you. You can very well leave. So I started my preparation, and I was working simultaneously. In my very first attempt, I got into the UPSC, and I got the service IPS, which I wanted to. So, and that's how I landed in Tamil Nadu. So, and you remember the story I was telling that my friend, he went for master. So he is still studying. He was still studying. So it's a never-ending course. Like you put your lot of efforts to prepare, and then there's a UG course, and then you have a PG and a super specializations, and a lot of courses are there. Yeah, and correct. And that one more thing, but now we both are into the same kind of profession, because police profession and doctor profession is both are like quite same. They have their hectic, work hours. We also have the same kind of hectic work culture, and very, very, emergency based work culture. So now I found that we both are in a similar environment. Though we are working, you are also dealing with the, like, basically, if I say healthcare or being a doctor is not a profession, it is basically, commitment to the humanity, because you are basically dealing with the lives, which is like lives. You are dealing with the lives, and we are also dealing with the people, but in a different manner. So when we sometime last Diwali also, when we met, so we were discussing about that we started our journey in different phase, and though we have came along and came for to a different profession, but we are quite similar. And now he is after joining PG, after completing PG, he joined some college, and he is assistant professor there, so, and consultant. So that was my story. So now it's been quite a long time, and like one more story, it was like, when I was in MBA, you must have heard of HCL. HCL is a company from Tamil Nadu. So they came for the recruitment, and I got selected, and they told me that your posting would be in Chennai. So, being a North Indian, we have a very different view about Chennai. So, I went and discussed with my friends. I told the interviewer, sir, give me 5 minutes. I'll discuss and come back. And I discussed and I came back and I told I'll not join in Chennai. So, and later, when I was working with IBM and then eventually got selected in civil servant and landed in Chennai. So my fate was was in Chennai. Yeah. So now I'm serving people of Tamil Nadu, but South India, but now in Tamil Nadu is a beautiful place. The people are very nice. And particularly, I'm telling you, the people are nicer than the North Indians. They don't literally, that's what I have experienced. I'm a 2017 batch and batch IPS officer. It's been almost 5-6 years in the fields. So I've seen down south also, I've seen Chennai and other districts also. So it was quite a mixed experience. Now coming back to the point here, we have this Global Healthcare and Wellness Awards and Conference. So I saw this motto of this conference. They have this embarrassing innovation, expanding care and transforming outcomes. So what basically nowadays, earlier we used to have simple, very, like you must have seen in the rural areas and earlier like how they do medical professionals, their only and only solution was injection, and for every kind of disease they used to put the injections. But now actually that has disappeared, but still in the rural areas that is quite prevalent. But the important thing regarding this, if you talk about the innovation, so we have artificial intelligence nowadays. This artificial intelligence, because I have seen many cases where there is a lot of diagnostic problems when a lot of labs are there which are uncontrolled and run unregulated labs. People are going to the lab and then they are getting diagnosis there, but the result is not good. So sometime when they are going to the doctor, then some other kind of disease is getting diagnosed, which was not diagnosed in the diagnosis center. So there is a lot of policy reforms need to be done in terms of this lab controlling and regulation. Other than that, you have this telemedicine and all, like because nowadays, there are a lot of online consultation is there, where we can have a video calls with the doctors and audio calls with the doctors. They can directly tell the problems and they are providing the solution, which is actually bridging the rural and urban healthcare gap. So that's a wonderful thing. I would I'm sure everybody must be getting benefit of this, and everybody, all the doctors are doing it pretty well. There are a lot of social media sites also they are working on into it. And other than that, what we see that there should be some recurring course for the doctors also, for in terms of the technological advances. What in hospitals, what they are doing, they are not giving any kind of training programs or courses, much like not focusing much on those things where the lot of technology is coming into in. So there should be some kind of program. Every doctor should go in 1 year or 2 year, some kind of program, so they can brush up the technologies and they can have a feel of latest technologies. Other than that, in infrastructure terms, we will see during COVID pandemic, we already have seen like how fragile our system is, and particularly health infrastructure. But our collaborative effort, which was there in pandemic, we survived somehow, and we have done well. And then we got the vaccination and all those things. But still, we have to go a long way, and we have to build our infrastructure in such a sense like everybody can access to the medical facilities and everybody can afford. So government has some limitation. They have lot of sectors to work upon. Government is anyhow focusing on healthcare also, but I like I think the private players they 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 play a key role in bringing the holistic wellness. So they should tie up with the government. There should be a public-private partnership to bridge the gap of infrastructure. Anyhow, the government have a very strong, particularly in Tamil Nadu. Here we have a very strong primary healthcare center. If you see in Tamil Nadu, every district you have a government college. Every district you have a government college. But if you see in the north, like I am from Rajasthan, I belong to Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, there is one big college, is SMS college, that is in Jaipur. Everybody is rushing towards Jaipur. There are no no other colleges in there are a lot of districts, but they are not equipped well. But in as everybody knows, like Chennai is known for medical tourism. So healthcare is cheap, particularly for outside countries, Middle East countries and all. So there is a lot of gap between north and south, and between the regional disparities must be filled up. So government and private players should focus on these areas, and then you have a very big key role to play into it. Then only we will be able to progress, and we will be able to complete our sustainable goals, which have all the affordable accessibility and quality healthcare. Then one more thing I wanted to talk about, this patient safety. This thing actually, I was DCP traffic here in Chennai. So I was here for 1.5 years. So when you are in a traffic, we take care of investigation also for road accidents related investigation. So what happened now, there is this golden hour rule. When any accident happen, you have to take like there are a lot of hospitals which they put their private ambulances nearby, and they are taking the victim to the nearby hospital. But somehow they are not taking victims to the nearby hospital. They are taking victims to their own hospital. See, there is nothing wrong in taking the victims to your own hospital. When there is urgency, when there is this head injury or some serious injury, you have to take the victim to the nearby hospital. That is the rule of this golden hour. Otherwise, see, you have they are running also their businesses and all. They are putting the ambulances, so they can very well take a victim to their hospital. But normal cases, when there is a leg fracture, when there is a hand fracture, that absolutely fine. So these are the things where you have to play very ethically. So all the hospital, particularly the management in hospitals, should be very ethical when it comes to the human life and the victim life, of course, and it eventually affect the society. Because you never know that person is a bread earner in the family, or you never know the situation. So that is very important part. And again, the patient safety with diagnosis thing is also there. So these are the things I wanted to say. So I'll stop here. There are a lot of other guests will be there to speak. And thank you everyone for bringing me here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing in your invaluable insights and also sharing the interesting stories with us. With this, may I please request our guest of honor to please join us on stage, Dr. Kangana Yadav, Managing Director, CERT and Shri Ram Group of Institutions, Hospitals and School. Can we have a big round of applause to welcome ma'am? Can we please have you on stage? Mr. Gaurav Gautam would like to felicitate you, and then we'll have a few words shared by you to the audience. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us here. May I request you to share a few words with our audience?
So good morning, everyone. Happy Republic Day. I learned somewhere if the meeting is been started and it is going on after 12 o'clock, then still it's a good morning. So I love to see the fresh faces in front of me. I'm Dr. Kangna Yadav, representing CERT, Shri Ram Group of Institution, Hospital, Colleges and Schools. I am not a medical person, but I learn things. And as a managing director of engineering, medical colleges, hospital and school, I learn one thing, that whatever you do, you have to scratch it from the start, and you have to make the foundation strong. The idea is, I am running a school so that I can build that kind of generation who had their moral values, like, see, the advancement, innovation, the world is very dynamic. It is now and after 10 years also. So what I think, everybody has that perspective to develop skill, to grow their own and personal well-beings. Like I personally say, when I completed my PhD in management, I thought that there is something, a gap, which I have to bridge that. So I done small courses like diplomas for my personal growth, as in I am a yoga trainer also. I am a gemologist by profession also. And still I think कि उधर भी मुझे कुछ कमी रह गई. Then I studied back in ancient things. I done diploma in Upanishads and Vedas. Then I come to know this is the thing which I have to crave to my students. See, whether you are engineer, managers, or doctor, or you choose any profession, the thing is, our sages already written and documented that valuable information in our Vedas. So I self-motivated myself, and I tell to my principal of my school that no matter what happens, these are the ones who are going to build the future. So we have to invest our time, money, and innovation to that kids so that they can have that freedom of thinking out of the box. They are no clerical pressure of learning that we have to do the engineering, we have to do the medical line, we have to do the managers. No, they have a T-shaped learning. T-shaped learning, had one great skill and had a n number of thinking. If you want to become a doctor, you have to be a manager, you have to be a marketer, you have to be a n number of things. आप सभी को हर चीज़ की knowledge होना चाहिए, but the trunk of that tea has to be deeply knowledged, and you always work on that. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now welcoming on stage our next guest of honor, Anto Ramesh Delvi D, Chairman and Managing Director, Radblocks Healthcare Service Private Limited. Thank you, sir, for joining us here today. Thank you, sir. Can I request you to share a few words due to the time constraint?
Yeah, no. Yes, I understand it. Namaste, everybody. I will not take much time because I am in the panel also. That time we will discuss. So, but quickly I want to tell you, I am basically born and brought up from Tamil Nadu. I started as a daily laborer in Tamil Nadu. Later, I landed up in the medical course where I started as a radiographer. I was discussing with my radiologist also. So healthcare is very important. Like I have spoken to a lot of you now. I think we have to work together as a team because we have a different strength. I can see very easily. So as this is a privilege what he has given to us, inviting us for the award function. But there are a lot more things which we can work together. And also there were, when everybody had spoken, I had made certain notes. It's very important, like ethical practice. I also do teleradiology for different countries. So I think the infrastructure also, because doctor said that we have to, and sir said we have to move the patient in time and within the golden hours. But they sometimes when they move, the staffs inside are not available. So there are a lot of skill management. Also the civil work, shifting the patient also gets delayed. So much more things to discuss. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. And now may I please request our next guest of honor, Dr. Kalyani Dandapani, Principal Chief Medical Director, Railway Hospital. A big round of applause for ma'am. A big round of applause for ma'am. Thank you for joining us here today. Doctor, I request you to please address the gathering. Thank you.
Good morning, one and all, and happy Republic Day, 76th Republic Day. I am directly from my hospital, hoisted the flag and coming in here as a delegate as well as a chief guest also, the guest of honor, because they selected me because of my achievements. I just wanted to tell you, being a doctor, especially a gynecologist, is not an easy joke. You have to really work hard to be a gynecologist, always on your toes and always running around, because always we face the emergencies in life. And my story, till 5th, I am a very average student. I'll just brief my story. And when I got an ankle fracture, I went to MMC with my mother, General Hospital, and there they were wearing, everybody were wearing white coat, and I was fascinated seeing the white coat and told my mother I want to be a white person among those people. My mother frankly refused. You can't do it because you are a very average student in science, only securing 35 marks. That triggered me. Why no? I can't take a no as an answer. I just stood. From 6th standard to 12th, I am the school first rank holder, and in state rank also, in 10th and 12th, I secured state ranks, 10th and 17th ranks. So this is just to tell the juniors to get motivated, not for the boasting. And being a doctor, yes, as our IPS sir told, we'll be continuously studying because every individual patient is a book for us. Every individual patient is an experience for us. Every patient, we have to learn something. So learning is a continuous process to the doctor. Hence, there is no retirement for the doctor life. Even though any other profession will retire, we will be on our toes and working for the community all the time. Just like you, I also passed my UPSC and I chose railways as my this thing, because when they asked me, why you want to select railways, I told, I want to serve the community, nothing else. That time they told, yes, you will be serving railways for 5 years and then you will quit railways to go and get the money from the society. I told, no sir. And I started my career in Sabarmati, Ahmedabad, as a ADM, Additional Divisional Medical Officer. Today I am here standing the Principal Chief Medical Director of Southern Railway Headquarters Hospital, the very pioneer hospital for cardiology, which trained K.M. Cherian sir also, who has demised today. So it is a very proud institute and a pioneer institute, and I am teaching so many postgraduates to become the specialist in gynecology, because we have the post-graduation also. So that is a very important thing. And during pandemic, yes, COVID patients, we were continuously treating COVID. Everybody wearing the mask and sitting inside the house. No, we ran to save the society, and I have done so many deliveries and so many cesarean sections to the COVID patient. One patient literally died because of COVID increases the bleeding disorders, and the one patient literally bled to death, becoming 4 grams hemoglobin, and we saved her because giving by 17 units of blood and blood products, and the baby also almost in the verge of death. We saved, and it came in the newspaper. So I worked as a COVID also as a frontline warrior. So it is not that easy joke to be a doctor, but yes, you have to be a committed person to your profession, not committed to the money and how to grow about yourself. Still I am maintaining my word, working for the society alone. So many times they told, such a wonderful skills you are having, you can mint money going outside. No, I never selected. Still I am in railways, and I will be in railways till my retirement. And then everybody came to know the government services during the COVID pandemic, because that time only all the government hospitals came in the limelight, and every government doctors were wearing the uniforms of a COVID, and we worked for the society and we were serving the people. That time public realized what is the infrastructure in the government hospital. Now the government hospital started equally the corporate hospitals. Yes, we are doing the equal to the corporate hospitals. And another thing I wanted to tell you is the main thing during this COVID, we understood the doctor's profession, but government is also doing equal work. Because when government is giving Ayushman Bharat cards, star insurance, everything. So we are knowing where we are standing in the insurance level, as well as the patient. Every woman has the right to deliver in the tertiary care hospital. None of the hospital can tell no to her, because if she comes to an hospital that she wanted to deliver in a hospital, yes, she has to be delivered. That decreased the domestic deliveries and the death during the delivery times. And one thing I wanted to tell, why North is not expanding like South, just because the lady literacy rate increased in South. When there is a female education increases, there is a chance for the female to take the decision in her hands and tell, this is my family, I have to decide my family, how many children I want to have. The literacy rate decreases the maternal mortality rate and neonatal rate. So female literacy rate, Kerala stands first, and then there the maternal mortality rate is only 5 in 1 lakh births. And Tamil Nadu stands second, where there is a maternal mortality rate is 7.4% in 1 lakh births. Where Assam and Bihar and Rajasthan, it still crosses hundreds and 200s, because the female literacy rate is decreased and they are not allowed to go outside the house. Still in the rural area, they are not allowed to study. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing in your inspiring journey with us. Thank you so much, Mr. Gaurav Gautam. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we are here with our panel discussion, where we'll dive into the dynamic world of healthcare leadership. As the industry rapidly evolves, hospital owners and executives are at the helm, guiding their institutions through challenges while embracing new opportunities. And today, we are here to explore how leaders are shaping the future of healthcare, driving innovation, improving patient outcomes, and fostering strong organizational cultures. From embracing new technologies to rethinking strategies for patient care, the role of leadership is more critical than ever in shaping the healthcare landscape. Our distinguished panelists bring years of experience and unique perspectives on how leadership can truly make a difference in creating high-quality, sustainable healthcare systems. So ladies and gentlemen, with this I would like to welcome on dais our panelists for today. Can I request Dr. Kangna Yadav, Managing Director, CERT and Shriram Group of Institutions, Hospitals and School, to please join us on stage. Inviting our next panelist, Dr. Abdul Majid Wani, gastroenterologist, founder of Quality Healthcare Hospital, Jammu and Kashmir. A big round of applause for sir. And now welcoming Anto Ramesh Delvidi, Chairman and Managing Director, Radblocks Healthcare Service Private Limited. Avni Infertility and Andrology, Nirmala. We have Nirmala, the Director of Avni Infertility and Andrology. Can we please have you on stage? A round of applause for ma'am. Nirmala Kanamuri, and then I request Hari Krishnan R, founder and CEO, KCSPL, a brand is we assist. Can we please have you on stage? A round of applause for sir. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, with this we have our panelists right here on stage. So we will get started with our very first session over here. All right, so since we have our esteemed panelists right here on stage, welcome once again. I would like to ask you, what are the biggest challenges you have faced as a leader in the healthcare industry, and how have you been able to overcome them? If any of you could take it forward.
Check.
Thank you for asking. See, as a leader is not an easy task each day, but I personally believe each day is a challenge. Not as a leader, as a human being also, but I tried to, like in any field, any challenges, any questions come, we have to face it like it's our own and give your 100%, so that not only you just solve that problem and you become that solution to the society and set an example. That was my thing.
Thank you, wonderful answer, sir. Can I also ask you to share your few words?
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. And today, if you ask me, the most interesting facet is that, the technology is playing such an important role. And innovation and change is very, very important. And I feel that a lot of people are not very clearly adopting to the newer technologies. So the leadership has to be dynamic and have to adopt to the new technologies and see how these technologies are going to make a lot of change in the healthcare industry itself. And today, if you look at healthcare industry alone in silo cannot operate. It has to, work with various other finances like credit. I mean, insurance is playing such an important role. And of course, NHA coming in and with the whole Ayushman digital mission is playing such an important role. So a lot of these things have to come together, and a lot of adoption has to happen in this space. And I think that change needs to come at the top leadership. I feel there's a little bit of reluctance when it comes to adopting these key things, So that's one of the things which I'd like to add here.
So nice. I feel this is a very good question. Dealing with the urban healthcare and as a leader managing their or improving our innovation, putting the things into the practice is different than the rural setup where we don't have yet the access of telecommunication, the telemedicine, the education. Our farmers, our workers, our laborers in the rural India, which constitute our 63% of the population, we have to address them. You have to create the workforce from them. When I set up a unit there, it's not easy to talk to the people and convince and explain them what your disease is, how much medical records are important, what the digital record system is. Putting the AI is, of course, but the great thing is, even if we are in that remotest area and trying to improve the rural healthcare, as a leader, If you are strong, your team is strong. It's motivation that comes from you. Healthcare workers in the rural setup, many of us will have. They don't have that exposure, how to work, how to deal. But if you train them, if you go on frequently putting the status on them and making the weekly meetings, whatever the educational, see, getting the NABH accreditation for a rural-based hospital is not easy. It matters. We have to follow the policies and procedures and protocols and the codes. Code belief is not a concept yet in any government hospital in the rural basin. We do grow. We don't have the code right. We don't know how to manage a trauma, an accident, a disaster, whom to attend first. So we need to change. Our plans need to change. Thanks to the Prime Minister of India, who made this, through this NHA, this Ayushman scheme, the Golden Card scheme, what we call, it has benefited the poor people. Believe me, you and any person will have access to the big corporators, whether it is Chennai, would get, or the Delhi, the Max, the Apollo groups, or the Cygnus, whichever this Pars group. But think of the poor man, he cannot afford. For him, whatever is available in the government sector or private sector, in their rural area, is to be taken care of. So because of this scheme, the private sector in the district, in the peripheral areas has grown. So the poor cannot dream of getting the special care in the private or the corporate sector. But because of this scheme, we have the best infrastructure. We are providing the poor man this benefit. So great applause. This is a scheme. This is a wonderful scheme. We must encourage it. And because of this, the ABDM, the NHS, the digital recording has come. See, now in orphaning areas, the private sector has opened and they are putting the records. There's a TPA. All of us know the insurance companies that work on it, insurance companies take care of this scheme. So you have the accountability. You have the notes are to be written visibly. You go to the government sector, settle that needs to be taken care of by these insurance companies. The private sectors are getting a good audit. But as a leader in the healthcare, having the experience of working in different countries of the world, and having traveled to many countries, seeing the health sector, how they perform, and choosing to develop the rural healthcare in India, the message is loud. It must go to our government, it must go out to our corporates, it must go to those who are on metropolitans in cities. They must outreach to the people who don't have the access, make the schemes so that poor can enjoy and they can grow. They have the equal right in health as anybody of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir, please.
Thank you. As the inputs and the insights what the leaders have given, so I want to continue with the the infrastructures, because all hospitals, they invest a lot on planning and also bringing a good civil structures. But when it comes to on manpower and all, they start not putting the right person on the right job. So I think in healthcare, like when we talk about what should be the next thing, because no, we have to, horse is very strong, but the business in healthcare is it's a tree. So we need squirrel to climb. So what I wanted to say here is, we have to have a right manpower, because I am into recruitment, and also whenever I go to start up a hospital, what I can see, they are my relatives, my known person, cousin and all, but actually you have purchased aircraft or an aeroplane, but if you are, the hiring person is not a pilot trained person. The people who are coming to get treated, my father or anything, they are not in a good hands. So what I want to say is, investing on civil hospitals also is very important. At the same time, we have to have a trained people, at least shadowed. Yes, we have to have a mix of people, but the trained people should head, because healthcare, they are playing with lives. So that's what I wanted to talk about this in healthcare.
Yes, very rightly put. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Can I talk in Telugu?
Sure, ma'am. Please, you can share your experience and how you've overcome that.
Actually, అది infertility hospital అండి. I'm Nirmala, Hyderabad, from Hyderabad. And
You can have the mic a little closer, ma'am. Yeah.
Actually, నాకు వచ్చే పేషెంట్స్ అందరూ కూడా ఇన్ఫెర్టిలిటీలో ఉన్న ఇది ఏంటంటే అది చాలా డబ్బులు అవుతాయి, చాలా ఎక్కువ అయిపోతుంది అది అన్న ఒక ఫియర్ ఉంటుంది. అదొక ఫియర్ ఉంటుంది పేషెంట్స్లో. అది ఇన్ఫెర్టిలిటీ అంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ కాస్ట్ అని చెప్పేసి అది అని చెప్పేసి, కానీ అది అలాంటిది ఏమీ లేదు. ఈవెన్ నా హాస్పిటల్కి వచ్చే నా పేషెంట్స్ని కూడా నేను ట్రీట్ చేసేది నాన్ ఎఫర్డబుల్ వాళ్ళని కూడా అంత తక్కువలో ట్రీట్ చేసి వాళ్ళు హ్యాపీగా ఉండి వాళ్ళ పిల్లల్ని తీసుకుని వెళ్తే అది నాకు చాలు అని చెప్పేసి, అది నా హ్యాపీనెస్ యాజ్ ఎ గ్రాండ్ పేరెంట్స్ నాకు అది ఇది అనుకుంటున్నాను.
Namaste to all. I'm a former minister. She know only Telugu language, but आप लोग तो नॉर्थ से आए होंगे, सब समझते होंगे हिंदी भी नेशनल सेकेंड लैंग्वेज. मैडम ने फर्टिलिटीज़ के बारे में जो सब प्रेग्नेंट प्रॉब्लम्स हो जो भी हो उनके पास आते हैं, जो भी होते हैं, जो आज इंडिया में इतना एफर्ट करके आने वाला तो कम है, मगर मैडम का सर्विस तो अभी तो बहुत ज़रूरत है. एंड इनके सर्विस डॉक्टर एज ए डॉक्टर वॉट एवर द डॉक्टर इज़ द डॉक्टर इज़ अ गॉड. हम लोग मानते हैं कि आज मैडम का वो फर्टिलिटी की प्रॉब्लम जो भी होता है उनके पास सक्सेसफुल रेट होंगी. आज इन्होंने डायस के ऊपर है, इसीलिए जोरदार तालियां 5 मेंबर्स के लिए. तो सब लोग अपन उनकी सर्विस के लिए क्लैप्स देना पड़ेगा कि उनकी एडवाइस भी लेना चाहिए कि गौरव का ये प्लेटफॉर्म इतनी अच्छी है और अच्छा लगेगा भी, इसलिए मैं भी आती रहती हूँ हर मीटिंग्स में. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that. Thank you for sharing your insights. I would like to ask you, what do you believe is the most exciting trend which is there right now in the healthcare industry? So any exciting trend which has come in the healthcare industry, and how are the hospitals and the organizations adapting to it?
Excellent. The world is growing digitally and electronically. The AI, what Sir was saying, he is not here. The AI helping the diagnosis needs a perfect data flow. The people, the experts who can create such a data so that AI can understand it. We don't have yet that system everywhere to flow, to make that organogram. AI understands organogram because we have the experts here, they will be talking better to make a diagnosis. So it is still the doctor himself who does in consultation or using the technology. The telemedicine has come up. See, we do have the CT scan done in this place, but the reporting is done from another country. We do have that mechanism now. That technology has grown. In the metropolitan cities, we don't have a problem, we are far ahead. The corporates are far ahead. Again, I want the same technology, whether this AI, whether this the incorporating the digital, what is the number, the unique number is created, the ABHA number, that you enter it, you get the records. See how we improve, you'll be coming for the next question, how you improve the patient safety and and the quality. What does the quality mean? Quality means providing the best care. Not much complications, decrease the morbidity and mortality. But the patient safety involves the patient himself, patient's family. He need to understand what we are doing. We should not be surprised that she told in her language, because the patients are coming in that area in that language. They have to understand that. So when we take the consent, when we explain the patient what is going on with him, he should understand what we are going to do. Then he will cooperate. Then whatever we can do, the note should be legible, whatever the doctor writes us. The modern technology we can put the apps. See, we have the mobile apps everywhere. Generate the apps, every hospital can generate it, and patient can share their data. Now, everything should be transparent. To make the patients aware, to improve the quality, to improve the patient safety, we have to put the different things. Educating the patient, sharing with the patient, making her part of the team, treatment team, rather than taking the unilateral decisions. If we don't have the proper counseling, if you don't have the proper understanding by the patient, you are going to create a mess after that. So complications are known in medical sciences. Surgeries. We know we do the surgery and patient can bleed. The madam knows she has done the surgery, patient can develop a postpartum bleed. Very common. Twin pregnancies, big uterus, some other disorders. But if the counseling is done, if the patients are, family is brought in on board, that is the need, they do understand, we don't get the property damage, and we do increase the outcome. We need to refer, sometimes the patient will tell you, no, don't refer me, treat here only, I paid. But you do have something ahead also. You have the innovations, you have the infrastructure wise. So this innovations, the new things, they have brought us a lot, and we need to apply it in all areas, whether rural or the central or the urban equally.
Thank you, doctor. So as doctor said, artificial intelligence, so that's a newer technology. Actually, it is not a threat, actually, it has been developed by all of us sitting here. So only thing is, as doctor mentioned, the right person has to train, and we should have a right data. Because if you are telling, showing a cat and telling rat, then there is a misdiagnosis. So that's what the doctor is mentioning. So we should have a right people and right set of data to train the artificial intelligence. And coming to the advanced technology, yes, other countries also you have no, like even when sir was telling, while shifting the patient in the ambulance itself, CT scan and MRI is done and the images are reached, the diagnosis is ready and the team is ready for taking them for a surgery. It will take some time, but I think we have to adopt it and give it. See, nothing is going to take away the job. Only it's going to make the hard work of the doctors as a smart work. So we have to adopt.
I would like to only share some statistics here actually. I mean, very interesting statistics. Today, if you look at any survey report, you see the number of beds for the population is very low. And WHO has come back strongly and said we need to have at least 3 beds per 1,000 people, and we are at about 1.3 or 1.4 kind of numbers. That means the medical facility in the country is almost, I mean, number of hospitals is only half of as per the requirement. So today, again, if you go back on 2 websites actually, one is very interesting, is the Rohini website, which is the registry for hospitals to be eligible for insurance claims, not to be in the network per se, but just to be eligible for insurance claims, is only about 45,000 hospitals, and in that there are more than 5 to 10% hospitals which are defunct, which are no longer working or no longer in the list. But as per the other unorganized data, we know that there are more than 100,000 hospitals, or if you take the smaller clinics and nursing homes and all that where still inpatient care is taking place, it's about 150,000 hospitals. So you can imagine that more than 90% of these hospital healthcare institutions have not adopted for the digital route at all. So this is a very concerning factor. That means from an insurance perspective, if you look at, there are not more than 5,000-6,000 hospitals which are in the network. That means a lot of this is getting controlled at a corporate level, and it is not reaching out to the tier 2, tier 3, and the people who really need to get the benefit are not able to get the benefit. Absolutely. So I think a lot of the thing is happening because a lot of the healthcare also, we are all concentrated towards only the tier 1 corporatization, and we are talking about all these large technology innovations. But as even ma'am was trying to say that, that infertility treatment is not expensive as it used to be. It is more affordable, and today with the genetics and how things are happening and with the food habits, a lot more difficulty for people to conceive. And of course, infertility is playing a very huge role in bringing joy to those families where they're not able to conceive. And of course, infertility is going to play a very big role. But how are we going to make it more accessible and more affordable is my question to the healthcare professionals. Because healthcare professionals today have to come out and answer these questions strongly. Because one, how are you going to make it more accessible for people in the rural area, and how are you going to make it, more centers, and how are you going to create more of those happening?
Madam has
Can I please?
Yes, sure, ma'am.
If I'm not wrong, the question is global health trends, right? So, as a businesswoman, my perspective is totally different. Very well said, sir. As you are talking about AI since the very starting, but AI can do 70 or 80%. An expert surgeon or expert doctor and expert advisor can do the 102% thing. So that we cannot neglect. Yes, they are loaded. They are helping us. The technology is going to help us. That many people used to wear smartwatches. You know, there is a con also. I never used to purchase any smartwatch. If you do the R&D behind that, then it is very harmful. So the global health trend, not globally, not as an Indian, as a businesswoman, I must say, I run both the hospitals, like Ayurveda as well as allopath. But what I suggest, you won't believe, कि paisa is not the ultimate goal of me, for myself, because I have to cultivate my next generations, and I don't want to harvest that money to spoil my generations, because that money which I earned from that, just proceeding the allopath things, no. I suggest, like many dialysis persons came to my hospital, I suggested them that go with the Ayurveda, because the ultimate treatment is there. We have to go back. As my name suggested, the ring, Kangna, we have to come back to our ancient practices. There is nothing best than this. See, we talk about the hospitals, we talk about the businesses. There are many expertise. I know you invested your whole life, madam, to study this emergency practice. Allopath is an emergency practice. But the ancient, the Ayurveda, is the holistic one. It is the ancient one, it is the documented, very well documented, that if we have that thing, अपना बॉडी को हम लोग समझ लेंगे एंड हम उसी के हिसाब से अपना, जैसे अभी मैं इसी गैदरिंग में मिली थी, एक डाइटिशियन थे एंड एक फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट थे. व्हाट दे आर शेयरिंग मी, सी अगर हम अपना लाइफस्टाइल अच्छा करते हैं, ईटिंग हैबिट्स अच्छा करते हैं, तो ये लाइफ क्यों है? लाइफ किस चीज़ के लिए है? मेडिसिन के लिए नहीं है. अपना मिड 40s तक आप अच्छे से पैसा कमाते रहिए, just love for me, like I am a owner of a business hospital. No, publicly मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ ये चीज़. Please invest something, invest that valuable hardcore money which you earned for yourself to like eat good things. So that was the thing, that was the trend. अभी there are many hospitals running, like HIMS बड़ा पॉपुलर है हमारे यूपी में. पतंजलि आप है, कोटेगर के काफ़ी अच्छा, कैलिकट में मैंने देखा बड़ा हॉस्पिटल है. वैद्य रत्नम या नेचुरल. सर डायलिसिस पेशेंट्स जो हैं टोटली बिल्कुल सही हो गए. दे डोंट नीड टू टेक एनी डायलिसिस. किडनी पेशेंट्स बिल्कुल सही हो गए आयुर्वेद से. तो वो चीज़ है, दैट इज ऑल्सो कमिंग इन अ ट्रेंड. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द ट्रेंड ओनली. सी, तो वी हैव टू इम्प्लीमेंट दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स एंड मोटिवेट एंड promote these kind of things. So that was my thing. I think I am went something out of the box.
We do agree for few things. Thank you, Doctor. Of course, our country is diverse. Our traditions are different. We do have faith healers. Ayurveda is doing a great job. But that's, of course, the focus on lifestyle. We are overburdened by the lifestyle diseases, whether there's diabetes, there is hypertension, that is obesity, that is PCOD. Our next 5 to 10 years will be a big boom of these things, whether urban or the rural. We have grown economically, but our dietary habits have changed. Our genome has been well studied. Those who didn't have the history of diabetes, they express in these generations, because the past generations, they had to struggle. They were maintaining their health. They were not taking the present type of the food. As the madam rightly said, it is the prevention, you care of your body. You take the lifestyle change, whether prayers, yoga, whatever the exercise, whichever way, and the diet, important diet. Cut your carbs. It should be less than 30% of your total calories per day. Activity. So the things have changed, we are telling, but taking up these innovations, the AI, see the chat box can be used. The sir was telling us diagnosis, it needs an organogram. That means the complete data, because you were not here, I'm repeating the same thing. Organogram means we should have the data in such a way, as sir told, if we present the rat and the AI understand the cat. So the data should be such, we have to yet grow in constructing, in manufacturing the data to present to the AI so the diagnosis is correct. So Madam Kangana said rightly, it still depends upon the expert doctor, expert surgeon to analyze, because our lab, the data, the reporting system is yet so much disorganized, it will take time, especially the peripheral system. See, we cannot talk about the few big corporate hospitals in the metropolitans where these AI will do. AI does help. A chat box can be there. See, I will use it in my rural health, in my peripheral health, which is the far-flung and the backward district of the country, the border district of the country. I will use that mobile app. I will load the videos, the information for people, the chat box, chat. Give the information to convey to the patients, to the attendants, to their families. That will help to understand the disease. Now everybody puts the Googling. We might be heard, you listen to a disease, they have heard, I have IBS. Everybody says, or other patients, I have heard, I have got the tumor. They put in go on, disturb it. We put unnecessary stress on ourselves. The digital world has brought some things good. It has changed the world. Communication, we have become the global. But the things that there are side effects of this also. So thinking of the innovations in the healthcare, again, we do adapt the digital system. We have to make every data to be good and shared with the patients. It should be electronic. Insurance companies, it's an important point because we don't have yet the insurance concept. We are yet with the PMJ Sehat scheme, the Ayushman card. This is an insurance based. But if suppose government has some things and funds divert, recently we heard in our UT they are taking the major procedures from the private sector and giving to the public sector only because of the funds. What will happen to the poor people? These are the poor people only who get benefit in the private sector. Poor cannot imagine to reach the corporate, the best infrastructure. So they are again pushed to the wall. The surgeons, the greed of money is everywhere. Madam told rightly, we are not for the money. If the healthcare service is for service, money comes secondary goal. The corporates, I told you, the PARS and Cygnus in my city, in Srinagar, with the cost which they charge, 1 lakh, with the same facilities, I charge 25,000 only in an NABH accredited hospital. I have the modular operation theaters. They have taken the high-order building I have constructed as per the design. So, if the money is the only goal that I want, whatever I have invested in the business only, then we cannot serve. The concept of service goes. We cannot help the poor people. So same thing I am telling you, if these 4 things are taken out, 4 important surgeries, gallbladder, hemorrhoids and other things, are taken out of the scheme and given in the public sector, the greed of money, the surgeon will pull them up as before. They will be pushed. This is the poor man who will be pushed to the private sector on the cash payment. There comes the role of the insurance companies. You gear up. You need to make the media, through the media, through the podiums, through these, everything, you need to reach the rural population, all the people. Health insurance is very important. You might be seeing in every setup in the poor countries, the patient has a kidney failure, he wants to go to the kidney transplant. See, there's no treatment. When kidneys have failed, either you have to do transplant or he is hemodialysis dependent. Diet only cannot control. When kidneys don't function, whatever you eat, no urine pass out, no acids, which are potential toxins, the accumulated body, patient goes in encephalopathy. Creatine more than 12, gone. Hyperkalemia, gone. Pericarditis, gone. Bone disease. So the death is the eventuality of the chronic kidney disease, unless you do the transplant. But in Ayushman, 5 lakh only, and it is not yet included in this. So health insurance has come up. So people will not have to beg and put up the vehicles on the roadside and begging and donate for the, we have to, this is a poor man, we have to do the, NGOs, and all of the NGOs to disseminate this information about the health insurance so that rich and poor get equally treated. Every citizen has the right, and insurance will people know it better. It is, we are 100 people here, we donate rupees 10, out of this it comes 1,000. Poor people need rupees 100 for something. It is pooled towards that. So this is, in our terms, this is charity. Do it. So wonderful concept. I feel this should go up and it should be encouraged.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, panelists. But I would just like to ask you any closing remarks you have on this topic, about the trends and whatever is coming, and how do you, sort of build a patient-centered environment for the healthcare industry?
Yeah, actually, the winding thing is that motivation doesn't work without action. So take responsibility and do action. If you, no matter what you want to help the society, just take initiatives and do it. Don't think a second thought. Thank you so much.
No, as we discussed, no, we have to stay healthy. As she was mentioning about how to stay healthy, have food habits, exercise and all. Otherwise, we will end up in dialysis. So it's something in the beginning only. When it is gone beyond, then you have to go to the doctor only. So it is all how we, because from the schooling we have to ensure, and also from our home, our children's or our co-working people and all, we have to give a healthy environment.
Thank you.
I think for me, the only thing is that technology is definitely playing a very big role, and a lot of people out there are able to help you, I mean the healthcare professionals to improve their technology adoptions in a very big way. So please have an open mind for it, and try to utilize these tools, which will definitely help in growing the business. I mean, it's not only from a monetary perspective which I'm talking about. Most important thing is because the reach has to increase. It will not be possible with one senior experienced surgeon to be able to treat 10 lakh people. So that to be imparted to the larger audience, technology will play a very important role, and hence if the healthcare professionals use the consultants to be able to adopt it, it will make a very big difference in the overall improving of the market itself. Thank you.
Can I put a message through your media? Can it go to the government? Can I put a message? Can I put a remark? Do you allow me?
We'll try to have it passed on, sir.
Yeah. If I put a message for the administration, for the government, for the officers in charge of the affairs, for the policymakers, the message is, we have to improve the healthcare in the rural, the peripheral areas, because they constitutes our 60% of the population. They earn for us, they are our farmers, they are our laborers. Factories only don't provide everything. All the factories are in the metropolitan cities, but the actual person who gives us bread and butter lives in the village. We have to take care of his health. The scheme from the Prime Minister of India, the PMJY scheme, the Golden Card scheme, Sehat scheme, which is insurance related, should be restricted, should be continued and boosted, more funds allocated to it, so that the poor people who are getting benefited from it will continue to benefit. And private sector need to be encouraged, so that these poor people, because of this scheme, who can never think of going to the best infrastructure and get treated, will avail with pride, will feel proud and get the best health care in the private sector with the best infrastructure because of this scheme. And of course, to the common people, those who can afford should go for the health insurance. And again, the prevention is better than care, better than cure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I would like to thank all our panelists for joining us here. Big round of applause for sharing in their invaluable insights. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll just have one group picture. Ma'am, can we have you on stage? One group picture with our... Thank you once again. Thank you so much for joining us here for this wonderful panel. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we move forward. All right, so we have had this insightful session right here, and as you all know, we also have the awards right here. But sort of just trying to bring in the energy back in the house. We'll also get started with the awards. So are you all ready for this moment, ladies and gentlemen? All right, so we have with us our guest of honor, Dr. R. Kannan, Chairman and Surgical Gastroenterologist, Prime Indian Hospital. Can we have a big round of applause for Sir, everyone? Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here. Can I request Mr. Gaurav Gautam to please come on stage and felicitate our guest of honor? Can I please request Dr. R. Kannan to please join us on stage? A big round of applause for Sir, everyone. Thank you so much, Doctor, for taking out time and joining us here. A big round of applause. Thank you so much, Doctor. Can I request you to share a few words with our audience over here, if you could address the gathering? Over to you, Doctor.
Very good afternoon to all. First of all, I must sorry for everything because as a chairman of Chennai City Association of Surgeons of India, a national level meeting we are conducting since morning after the Republic Day celebrations. So I held up with that. First of all, the congratulations for those who are going to receive this Global Healthcare Wellness Awards. Such a wonderful program. Healthcare is very important, especially the country now. You all know very well there are so many programs that improve the patients' wellness and as well as our creating the awareness to improve their health status, and so many reforms from the government and as well as private organizations. So by conducting this type of healthcare wellness awards and as well as the panel discussion like this, we can update our knowledge. So the medical health and as well as the illness, everything is evaluating every day because a lot of research are going on all over the country, especially the current government is very much interested and they are very much intuition and support to those who are very much interested in the research panel. So with that, we are getting a lot of new messages, especially most of the diseases what we are giving treatment in the last few years or decades, now totally it reverses the order. And in the healthcare, every day we are facing new diseases. That is mainly because of the lifestyle and as well as our dietary pattern. Because of this fast manner of the life, there is a lot of changes in the dietary pattern as well as the lifestyle. That causes, that means that is the root cause for the most of the illnesses. So by research, we can identify what are the reasons for the new diseases and how we can counter or completely cure the diseases. So conducting the, I think so far 2 or 3 panels already over, you will be already nourished with the good knowledge from all the panelists. I hope everyone is with the fullest of knowledge regarding healthcare. In fact, the organizers are very much enthusiastic and conducting each and every person to conduct this type of program because nowadays organizing the program is not an easy task. So you have to contact each and every necessary persons and we have to check up their availability. So hats off to you first. We have to give big round of applause for conducting this much wonderful programs, because like this every cities and as well as metropolitan city, even next month we are having the program in Delhi also. Like that in Chennai, it is a healthcare hub of Asia, in fact I can say, because lot of patients from nearby neighboring countries, they are found to come to Chennai rather than any city in the country, because here we are having all the facilities at the same time the cost is very affordable. So with these few words, once again I congratulate the organizers and as well as all the delegates, those who are waiting for to receive the award. Once again I congratulate you. Thank you for this good opportunity.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to appreciate and acknowledge all our doctors over here. So let me ask all of you, I know you have all been working tirelessly all the time at work. So are we all ready for this rewards and recognition session? If you are ready, can I have a big round of applause for each one of you present here? Thank you so much. And now to give away the first set of awards, may I please welcome on dais Honorable Samay Singh Meena IPS, Deputy Commissioner Tambaram, to please join us on stage to hand over the awards to our winners, along with Mr. Gaurav Gautam, Founder and National President, Hypedge Media Group and ICANN Foundation. Can we have a big round of applause for them, everyone? All right, ladies and gentlemen, commencing with our first award. And our first award title is the Best Hospital in Fertility Treatment, which goes to Geet IVF. Please give a big round of applause. Dr. M. Vinodini Pradeep, Managing Director of Geet IVF Hospital. Can we have a big round of applause? Kanyakumari brings over 15 years of experience in IVF and ICSI. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Our next award is for Sustainable Healthcare Architecture Award, and this goes to A.R. Tara Prasad Dhal. Can we have a big round of applause for sir? A.R. Tara Prasad Dhal, the founder and managing director of the Design Group. He's a renowned architect with expertise in healthcare infrastructure. Once again, congratulations and thank you so much, sir. Moving on to our next award title, which is the award for the best psychologist, which goes to Dr. Kavita Soni. Can we have a big round of applause for her? Let's keep the applause going. Dr. Kavita Soni, a multifaceted individual, balances her career as a psychologist with her passions for acting, music, dance, and sports, while expressing herself creatively through writing and poetry. Do we have Dr. Kavita Soni? All right, she's not present here. We'll move on to the next award category. It is for the Healthcare Icon of the Year, which goes to Dr. Nagaraj S.K. All right, I think doctor is not present here. Moving on to the next category, which is the best hospital in Ranebennur, Karnataka, which goes to Siddhaganga Hospital. Do we have any representatives from the hospital present here? Siddhaganga Hospital. All right, we move on to the next award. It is for Outstanding IVF Success Rate Achievement Award, which goes to Avni in Fertility and Andrology. Let's have a bigger round of applause, everybody. It is our honor and privilege to introduce Nirmala Kanamuri, the Director of AVNI Infertility and Andrology. She leads the AVNI team in providing compassionate, personalized care for those seeking fertility treatments. Thank you, ma'am. Our next award is for Excellence Award in Dentistry, which goes to Dr. Santosh Kumari. Dr. Santosh Kumari, MDS, MMAID, is a seasoned pediatrician dentist and a specialist. So let's have a big round of applause to welcome her. Thank you, ma'am. Our next award is for International Specialist in Oncology Exercise and Consultation, and this award goes to Dr. Ganesh Bachav. Can we have a big round of applause to welcome sir, CEO of GB Fitness and Consultancy and co-founder of Realign Life. He's a renowned cancer exercise specialist, master trainer and sports nutritionist with 22 years of experience dedicated to disease prevention, fitness and health longevity. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Excellence Researcher Award in Obstetrics and Gynecology, which goes to Dr. Kalyani Sai Dandapani. A big round of applause for Dr. Principal Chief Medical Director at S Railway HQ Hospital, is an award-winning doctor right here. Please give her a big round of applause. Next award is the Distinguished Service in Emergency and Trauma Care, which goes to Good Ace Hospital Private Limited. So Good Ace Hospital is a 54-bed tertiary care facility near the airport and has grown rapidly from its humble beginnings. Please give Good Ace Hospital Private Limited a big round of applause, everyone. Next award is for Excellence in Innovative Healthcare Solutions, which goes to King Jim's Pharmaceutical Limited. A big round of applause. Our next award is the Rising Dental Clinic of the Year, which goes to Dr. D's Dentistry. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next award is the Excellence Award in Clinical Physiotherapy, and the award goes to Dr. Reshmi Prajapat, a dedicated physiotherapist, exercise physiologist, and bioinformation. She combines expertise in movement, fitness, and data analysis to improve patient outcomes. Our award for contribution at international stage goes to Dr. Kangna Yadav, Managing Director of an education institute, a dynamic leader with expertise in education, marketing, and public service. Our Excellence Award in Oncology goes to Professor Dr. Anita Ramesh. Do we have Doctor here with us? All right, so moving on with the next award, Best Emerging Super Speciality Hospital Chain in Northern India, Livasa Hospitals. All right, so I don't think they're present here as well. Our next award, Excellence in Public Health Research and Teaching Award, goes to Dr. B. Kalpana Kosalram. She is a distinguished professor in public health and PhD guide. Her mentored 13 successful, and she has mentored 13 successful candidates. Healthcare Leadership and Management Award goes to Varghese M. Polos. Can we have a big round of applause for Sir? He's a seasoned radiographer since 1989, pioneered MRI use in Asia Pacific with key roles. He's also advanced as radiology manager and later COO. Award is the top ophthalmology center in Hyderabad, which goes to American Laser Eye Hospital. Do we have any representatives from American Laser Eye Hospital? All right, moving on to the next award, the Healthcare Personality of the Year Award, which goes to Dr. Pratha Narayanan. All right, so we don't have him here as well. Our next award, the Excellence Award in Accident and Emergency, which goes to Dr. Syed Sufiuddin. A big round of applause for Doctor. Dr. Syed Sufiuddin Ghazi Alal, with 12 plus years in emergency medical, is a consultant at Apollo Hospitals, Hyderabad. Can we have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Our next award is the Excellence in Pharma Manufacturing, which goes to White Force Pharma. Anybody from White Force Pharma over here? All right, next award for Healthcare Entrepreneur of the Year, which goes to Dr. Abdul Majid Wani. Do we have Dr. Abdul? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Dr. Abdul Majid Wani, Healthcare Entrepreneur of the Year. Thank you, sir. Our next award for Influential Healthcare Leader of the Year goes to Tirumurugan SVM. He's a senior executive at Prima. He's a recognized healthcare innovator specializing in 3D solutions and AI, earning global accolades such as 10 to know knowledge, Globe Game Changers. Award for Healthcare Entrepreneur of the Year goes to Hari Krishnan R. He's an entrepreneur with 20 plus years of experience in insurance, events, and advertising. Is revolutionizing insurance claims through We Assist and Kartika Insurance. Award for Business Consultant of the Year, Healthcare, goes to Mr. Abdul Latif. An AI healthcare business consultant empowers doctors and entrepreneurs with AI-driven strategies through Health Marvin Consultancy. Award for the Best Physiotherapist goes to Dr. R. Amarnath. Dr. R. Amarnath, Assistant Professor at Apollo College of Physiotherapy, has 9 plus years of teaching experience and 6 years as Chief Physiotherapist. Please give Dr. Singh a big round of applause. Everybody, round of applause, come on. Thank you. Our award for Innovator in Digital Medical Education goes to Cipla Med, your knowledge partner. Cipla Med is a leading knowledge platform offering healthcare professionals reliable content across 19 specialties. Moving on to our next award, the Excellence Award for Social Work, which goes to Professor Manoj Kumar Shivaji Vakre. Professor Vakre, a 3-time recipient of the Social Worker Award, has made significant contributions to Fugli village, advocating for essential infrastructure like a railway bridge. Our next award for Young Compassionate Doctor Award goes to Dr. Adiba Ali, a dedicated radiologist from Hyderabad, specializes in orthopedics, cardiology and radiology. Please give her a big round of applause. All right, our next award for excellence in medical education goes to Dr. Chetan Shrishtat CE, a compassionate educator from Chikmagalur with 12 years of experience, teaches anatomy, physiology and microbiology with clarity. Please also to please join us on stage, Chairman and Surgical Gastroenterologist, Prime Indian Hospital. एक बार जोरदार ताली हो जानी चाहिए सर के लिए. With this, I would also like to request Mr. Gaurav Gautam to please join us. I request you to please come center stage. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next set of awards. The award for the Best Physiotherapist goes to Dr. Arwa Lamak. Can we please have you on stage? Award for Best Physiotherapist. A skilled physiotherapist and certified matrix rhythm therapy practitioner with 15 years of experience. Can we have a big round of applause for Doctor? Thank you so much, Doctor. Our next award for Best Heart and Lung Transplant Surgeon goes to Dr. Govini Balasubramani. Dr. Govini Balasubramani, Program Director at Glen Eagles Hospital, Chennai, is a pioneering heart and lung transplant specialist. Our next award for Young Healthcare Entrepreneur of the Year goes to Mr. Prithviraj S.J., a certified sleep technologist and co-founder of SleepMed Solutions Private Limited with 15 plus years of experience. Please give him a big round of applause. Let's have the applause going on, ladies and gentlemen. Social Work Healthcare Award goes to Miss Elijah Raj, President of Yehovah Yair Foundation, Chandrapur, is set to receive this prestigious Social Work Healthcare Award. Do we have Miss Elijah R with us? Can I request Dr. Ramesh Kumar Borkude to please come forward and receive this award? Can we have a big round of applause for Doctor, everybody? Miss Elijah R. Borkude, if you're here, can we please have you on stage? Can we have a big round of applause for her? Elijah Borkude's father right here receiving the award. Truly a proud moment. Thank you so much, sir, for receiving this award. Our next award is the Best Preventive Health Clinic of the Year, which goes to Medivell Clinic. And Medivell Clinic, founded by Dr. Arundas Hedge, specializes in preventive care, diabetes, and chronic disease management, offering AI-supported services. Thank you. Award for Excellence in Immuno-Oncology goes to Dr. Vikas Kumar Thakur. He is an expert in functional medicine and immuno-oncology with 15 plus years of experience. I request our next award winner to be ready, Dr. Ahmed Mubashir. Our next award is the award for Best Emergency Physician, which goes to Dr. Ahmed Mubashir. An accomplished medical professional with expertise in critical care, is known for his exceptional leadership and resilience under pressure. Can we have a big round of applause for Dr. Nityan to be ready. Our award for outstanding contribution to mental health care goes to Dr. Meher Nityan, a renowned physiotherapist and founder of Conscious Therapy, pioneers innovative solutions for anxiety. She is a renowned psychotherapist and founder of Conscious Therapy, pioneers innovative solutions for anxiety, phobias, and mental health challenges. Our next award is for Pharmaceutical Startup of the Year, which goes to Oxtra Care Biotech Private Limited. Can we have some representative to join us on stage? Oxtra Care Biotech Private Limited. All right, moving on to the next award. Excellence Award in Radiology and Hospital Management goes to Commander Dr. Daniel Kanakarial James. A senior interventional radiology technologist with 45 plus years of experience, holds a PhD in radiology, awarded the Padma Shri Professor Kakarla Subbarao Lifetime Achievement Award. Please give Commander Dr. Daniel a big round of applause, everyone. Award for the Best Orthopedic Consultant goes to Dr. Sandeep Adavaram. Can we please have Dr. Sandeep on stage, an esteemed orthopedic surgeon with over 12 years of experience, specializes in joint pain, accident care, and advanced stem cell therapies. Award is the Innovative Healthcare Startup of the Year, which goes to SleepMed Solutions Private Limited, South India's first advanced private sleep study center, specializes in sleep diagnostics, CPAP, BiPAP devices, and clinical training. Can we have a big round of applause for SleepMed Solutions Private Limited? Our next award for outstanding contribution to primary healthcare goes to Dr. Jatinder Singh Rana. With over 10 years of experience, he is a compassionate healthcare professional known for his exceptional patient care and focuses on promoting overall health. Award in infertility treatment goes to Dr. V.S. Shilpa. A renowned infertility specialist is dedicated to helping couples achieve parenthood. Can we have a big round of applause for Dr. V.S. Shilpa? Our next award is the Excellence in Workplace Health and Safety, which goes to Occupational Health Center, KGD6, Reliance Industries Limited, Gadimuga. Operated by Reliance Industries in the Krishna Godavari Basin and exemplifies India's energy progress. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Senior Physiotherapist of the Year, which goes to Dr. Renu Watwani. She is a compassionate physiotherapist, specializes in treating injuries and chronic conditions. Can we have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Healthcare Personality of the Year award goes to Chitra Srinivaslu Naidu. With 12 to 15 years of experience in nursing experience, currently serves as manager at Healthium MedTech Limited. Everybody put your hands together. Can we have a big round of applause? Our next award is the award for the best physiotherapist, which goes to Dr. Sonam PT. She's a skilled physiotherapist with 6 years of experience in orthopedic manual therapy. Everybody put your hands together. Can we have a louder round of applause? Our next award is for Innovative Startup of the Year in Pharmaceuticals, which goes to Wineshine Pharmaceuticals and Healthcare. Next, I request Dr. Shishir Kumar Roy to please be ready. Our next award is the award for Best Medical Cosmetologist, which goes to Dr. Shishir Kumar Roy. He's India's leading medical cosmetologist specializing in advanced treatments like laser resurfacing and skin tightening. Medical Entrepreneur of the Year award goes to Dr. Abid B. Shetty, a social entrepreneur and healthcare professional, founded Janavedya for home doctor visits in Bangalore and created Doctor Home Visit Coach to support doctors' careers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Our next award is the Healthcare Icon of the Year, which goes to Dr. Namrata Tiwari, a seasoned medical professional with 15 plus years of experience, specializes in oral cancers, orofacial pain and TMDs. Excellence Award in Cardiology, which goes to Dr. Mohammad Mustafa M., a senior interventional cardiologist at Esther MIMS Hospital, Kerala. He's renowned for his expertise in minimally invasive cardiac procedures. Next, I request Dr. Sanjay Balasubramaniam to be ready. Our next award is the Young AI Healthcare Visionary Award, which goes to Dr. Sanjay Balasubramaniam. A young global AI visionary, he is an MBBS graduate pursuing an MBA in Healthcare Administration. Can we have a big round of applause for Dr. Sanjay Balasubramaniam? I request Dr. Kamlesh Kumar to be ready next. Healthcare Icon of the Year goes to Dr. Kamlesh Kumar Munot L. Excellence Award in Special Care Dentistry goes to Dr. Deepthi Jawaz Singh. Do we have doctor here with us in the house? Dr. Deepthi Jawaz Singh. All right, moving on to the next Award. Healthcare Entrepreneur of the Year, which goes to Pradeep Chakravarti J, Managing Director of Premier Health Center, a seasoned leader with 23 years of experience in diagnostics, driving growth through innovative business models. Healthcare Innovation and Leadership Award goes to Anto Ramesh Delvi D, Chairman and Managing Director of Radblocks. Can we have a big round of applause for sir? He has set new benchmarks in the diagnostic accuracy, quality assurance, and technological integration, positioning itself at the forefront of the industry. Thank you, Doctor. Next award is Excellence in Homeopathy, which goes to Dr. Ashwini S. Request Dr. S. Ashwini, BHMS, Senior Homeopathy, Consultant and Managing Director of Dr. Ashwini's Homeopathy, brings over 14 years of experience in treating fertility, thyroid, skin, and mental health issues. The next award goes to, alright, so the category is Fastest Growing Diagnostic Chain in Tamil Nadu, and the award goes to Premier Health Center. A trusted diagnostic chain in Tamil Nadu with 60 plus centers offers NABL accredited pathology and radiology services. Led by MD Pradeep Chakravarti, recognized for excellence in healthcare. Thank you so much, Dignitaries, for giving the awards. Can we have a big round of applause for them? Thank you so much. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, with this, we will move on to our next panel discussion. And for this, I would request our panelists to join me on stage. Can I request Dr. Shishir Kumar Roy, medical cosmetologist and aesthetic injector, to please join us on stage. Our next panelist, Dr. Meher Nityan, founder and director of Kamsia's Department of Mental Health. Welcoming Varghese M, Apollo's Healthcare, Administration and Management. Our next panelist, Good Ace Hospital Private Limited, Sandeep Roy, Administrative Director. And our next panelist, A.R. Tara Prasad Dhal, Professional Architect, The Design Group. I request all our panelists to please kindly head over to the dais for another captivating session. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now we'll have this panel discussion for about 20 minutes, and post that we'll all be heading for lunch. So I request all of you to please be seated. We'll just have the discussion for about 20 minutes. Thank you. All right, I would like to thank firstly all our panelists for joining us here. So just a few questions I had. If you could just share anything on your experience, to shed some light on evolving healthcare practices. Any evolving healthcare practices, if you could share with us, and just your experience.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I just ask you all, how many of you agree mental health is ignorant in health sector? Yeah, great. So 2-3 people. But in your mind, I guess everybody is saying yes. Yeah, I'm into mental health industry. The evolving is 10 years back, I was just started my career as a mental health expert, just mental health expert. Patients from mental illness, anxiety, phobia, OCD, even bipolar disorder, they meet me for solution. What happened was, after the session, they came and informed me like they had back pain for 6 years, they had headache for 7 years or 10 years, they all came over from the issues. So I was excited. I didn't know actually what's going on because I just treated only the mental health issues. Then over the period, I understood anger is connected with headache. Anger is connected with all body pain. Depression is connected with long-term disease. What is long-term disease? Thyroid issues, diabetes. What are the diseases that you supposed to take medication? This is all because of the depression. Slowly the anxiety is connected with all our abdominal problem. And fear is connected with organs malfunction. Heart attack, we are all talking about. But can anyone give counseling or therapy session before we ask them to go for surgery? Yes, I did it. I enrolled in all health sector. I met doctors. I spoke with them. Slowly, it was actually ignorant. When I went to hospitals, they didn't give exact support. But I took the patients to their doctors. I actually referred the people. Generally, they say they have back pain, headache, whatever. Through medication, they are supporting. But including these sessions, counseling or therapy sessions, the recovery is speeding. It's really speed, speed recovery. They are actually taking so much of time to give a recovery. But after mental health support, it's really, there was, miracle. Doctors generally say miracles. The miracles are happening after mental health support. So this is the evolution that I'm looking, in mental health field.
All right, thank you. So, Doctor, if you would like to share a few words.
First of all, Happy Republic Day to all of you, and very thanks to all the delegates who are still sitting in the front row, but the back one has gone for the lunch, so I wouldn't take a lot of time. There were a lot of conflict between the views of different people, but still I want to share something. As Madam has said that she has served for a lot of years in this industry, and she is in the railways hospital. So I still think that primary healthcare center should be upgraded. Being a corporate hospital person in the proper city in Kolkata, but still if you have to evolve the healthcare system, I still think primary healthcare system should be upgraded. As sir also said, rural people must get that thing. Because if the primary healthcare setup just give the basic treatment at the initial time, which is the golden hours, then the patient could be shifted to a district state hospitals, and after that they can also come for the corporates or in a bigger city hospital. So it is very much required because maximum population of our country is in the rural places. I think evolving should be start from there, and we must, as also our ma'am said, that everyone should take the responsibilities. So we are also taking the responsibilities, ma'am, because we are also in Bengal, we are also supporting primary health care in a PPP model. So we have taken that things, might be it had pleased our gesture towards you because we have already started. Okay, thank you. I want to end it over here because there are a lot of people.
Yes, I am a healthcare architect. So my understanding about the hospital is man, machine and medicine. What is hospital? Man, machine, medicine. But the fourth element of hospital that is lacking, that is money. Man, machine, medicine and money, right? So in 1 year, last 1 year, I have designed 10 cancer hospitals, 1 super specialized trauma care hospital, 1 postgraduate mother and child hospital, and 3 general 300-bed hospital. Near about 15 to 20 hospitals we have already designed in 1 year. And mostly at various parts of Odisha and Chhattisgarh. One thing I want to say, that like doctors, we want to also get training. We also get trained on hospitals, update our knowledge on hospital designs every time. Because, as one of the speakers told, that manpower is one of the problems. Man, machine, medicine. Man means that manpower as well as the patients. So all these four elements, they have to tag in together while making the design. We are the backbenchers. We come very late. Who are our main clients? Our main clients are those people who are directly involved with this people, with the system. This doctor is involved, paramedical staff is involved, equipment manufacturer is involved, patients are involved, everybody is involved, and the updated code is also involved. But what is our priority? Priority is safety. Whether it is a physical safety or a biomedical safety or electrical safety, if there is a short circuit within the ICU, what will happen? You are talking about the patient safety, I am talking about also patient safety. So, when coming to design any healthcare infrastructure, we talk about safety first. Whether to what extent we are able to give safety to the patients and to the paramedical staff. Any fire occurs within ICU, you people are not able to take up the challenge. There is no technical manpower available with you. For that purpose, you need to give all supportive infrastructure so that there won't be any problem on you. There is some high voltage surges coming to your medical equipment. Your medical equipment, one ICU patient is having 10 to 12, particular NICU or SNCU patients I am talking about. About 7 to 8 very, very sensitive medical equipment are surrounded to one SNCU patient. Some high voltage surge is coming to somewhere and the patient is affected. So, we are taking care of that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Very good afternoon to everyone and happy Republic Day. Today, I think we learn a lot from prominent members, doctors, and Her Excellency, and it was a wonderful event. Just adding few things to Sir, I think man, mission, and things, quality is important. Please make sure that every private as well as in government sector, quality is very important. As we all believe, quality is not a destination, it's a journey. I believe everyone agree, correct? Yes, right. So, it means that you need to educate your staff well, and you need to make sure they maintain that quality in every aspects of healthcare. I do not have much experience in India. Almost 30 years I served overseas in Southeast Asia and Gulf in hospital administration. And I believe, a team management means focus on quality will bring healthcare to the next level. Thank you very much, and thank you for the organizers for this wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to, yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Roy here. I'm an aesthetic physician. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what's your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. As an aesthetic physician, I can say we have magic in our hospital industry. We make the people more beautiful, more brighter. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. So I would like to ask you, how do you see the digital platforms like the telemedicine impacting your field of healthcare?
Exactly. You see, everything is digitized while making a healthcare planning for any type of hospital. And the codes are different from each and every hospital. The codes I am following for a district required hospital is not the same as the codes you are following for a cancer hospital. The same code is not also followed for a trauma care hospital. The same code is not also followed for a mother and child hospital. And the same code is not also followed for a cardiac care hospital. Right? We are following various guidelines for various hospitals. Telemedicine, digitization of the treatment procedures are a part of the hospital planning. So that part we are taking care. Thank you.
To support healthcare, we connected with doctors. We are from mental health industry. So digitalization, last time, just a week back, a cardiologist called me. His patient is supposed to go for surgery, but he has a fear. Through video session that we supported. And we are also having some softwares, it's all VR related. We are supporting for people who are going for dental department. Dental, generally they have fear. So for them, we are just creating small, 2 minutes animation so that they are just watching it, they are happy to go for the treatment. And including that, we are also having a chat bot, for all the healthcare department. We are just focusing only healthcare. Even we can support corporates or schools and colleges, but we focus in conscious, we focus only healthcare. So all are the problem who are into post-traumatic stress, our support is to become a post-traumatic growth. So we actually, understanding the power of digitalization and telecounseling and video counseling.
Telemedicine, of course, in rural area, telemedicine will play a major role in future, I believe. If you, add AI, I think some of us have a little bit fear on AI, I believe, but the right use of AI, of course, all of you agree that behind AI is a human brain, okay? It's not a CPU which gives you sound, right? So, I believe in future, if you add little more knowledge to the AI and teach people how to make use of AI in a right manner, together with telemedicine, of course, our rural healthcare will benefit out of that. Thank you.
The same thing. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
As a digital platform in 21st century, everybody had a mobile phone in their hand, being it a status symbol or at a need. Okay, so this is a very good thing to cut short the timing, because as sir has also said, to consult a patient, it needs maximum 10 to 15 minutes. But traveling, waiting in the queue for the OPDs, it takes the maximum time, 2 to 3 hours. We are saving that time. As we have said earlier about the rural thing, a rural patient has to come overnight from their villages or something, some places. But if rural people get this facility of telemedicine, that would be the boost for them. And as well as a doctor can treat more patients or consult more patients as per through their daily schedules. As Gurez Hospital, we have 2 information center in other country like Bangladesh and one in Agartala. And we have started a project in northern part of our West Bengal. So I think telemedicine is the boost for future health industry. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I would also like to, ask you, how can healthcare facility design impact on the patient outcomes, and what's your role in it?
You see, the healthcare facility is being planned and executed. Thereafter, the end user go for the use of the patient care facilities and operation maintenance of the facilities, infrastructure. This is all about the total story of any hospital. But it starts with home. It starts with home, right? There must be a facility composer. There must be a facility composer. For example, you are a doctor and you are going to, and just 3 days before I had somebody, some doctor, he wants to put up a hospital. He wanted to come to me that I am a cardiologist, medicine cardiologist, and my wife is a pathologist, and we want to go jointly, right? I said you also add radiology and other things because ultrasonography and everything is also interrelated. They want to hire somebody third person to this and they are going for a standalone hospital for cardiac care, cardiosurgery, cardiology, pathology and radiology together, everything together. And in rural area I'm saying the first requirement for any rural person is gynecology, maternity. That is the first requirement. I am also working in rural area. I am also a social worker, right? What is the first requirement in a rural area? That is maternity facility, pediatrics facility. And they are not able to, and as per government rule, for the nearest PSC or CSC should be minimum 3 kilometers as per NHM guideline. They are not able to travel 3 kilometers also. At night, what will happen? Right? The ASA worker will take the patient to the nearest hospital and on the road also it is delivered. It is very difficult. And the doctors are not safe in rural areas. This is also another thing. If something happens to the patient, they manhandle the doctors. They are not safe. We call them gods. But when it comes to us, we don't spare anybody. So that is the problem.
Exactly.
That is the problem with us. It is the problem is with our psychology. Right? I wanted to put a small government hospital, a health center in my village. But my villagers put one condition to me. If something will happen to my wife and mother or my will not spare the doctor. So who will work here?
Exactly.
Who will work here? That is the, you see, that is the mentality with us. Right?
True.
It is happening. It is happening.
देश के लिए सेवा करने में अपन के सर्विस में अभी सोसाइटी में करना है तो फैमिली इज द नेक्स्ट यू आर द सर्विस सेक्टर टोटली सर्विस सेक्टर हेल्थ इज ए जब अब गांव में छोटा सा रहना चाहिए अभी तो हो रहा है इससे पहले कभी नहीं हो रहा है इससे पहले ऐसा रहता था कि डॉक्टर रहता तो A to Z उन्हें ही देखता था MBBS डॉक्टर अब कान के लिए एक नाक के लिए एक और हर डिसीज के लिए एक्सपर्ट्स तो इसके लिए कहाँ जाएंगे तो सेफ्टी डॉक्टर्स पूछना तो आजकल इतना खास नहीं क्योंकि आर्मी लोग देश में अभी जो आर्मी लोग अपन के लिए सोसाइटी के देश के लिए रक्षण के लिए वो लोग इतनी सर्विस दे रहे हैं अपन के लिए अपन की जान कुर्बानी कर रहे हैं उससे कंपेयर करें तो डॉक्टर्स इज नथिंग आपको इंसल्ट नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं आपको रेस्पेक्ट करता हूँ क्या कि मेरी बच्ची भी डॉक्टर नहीं है मेरा दामाद भी डॉक्टर है और रूरल में वो हॉस्पिटल नहीं रखते हुए सर्विस रखते हैं मगर टाइम देते हैं जो एश्योरेंस किसी में नहीं रहता है कल का दिन मैं पॉलिटिशियन हूँ एज ए लेडी मुझे कोई बैकग्राउंड नहीं है कि मैंने
एक चीज मैं बताना चाहता हूँ आई वॉन्ट टू से वन थिंग
बोलिए
मेरे पेशेंट बच गया तो भगवान बचा लिया और मेरे पेशेंट मर गया तो डॉक्टर ने मार लिया
मगर
So,
ना ना
so
ना
this
ना
is- this is the
नो
mentality
नो
of our people.
100 में एक दो ऐसा होता होगा किसी के साथ होता है
No,
तो
this is
सब
the
लोगों को
general.
ऐसा डरावनी बना
No,
देंगे
most
तो
of them are
डॉक्टर्स
doctors.
बनने के लिए
Most of them are
मुश्किल हो
doctors.
जाएंगे
I'm working with both.
नो
I'm
नो नो
working
नो
with
नो
both.
नो नो नो
हाँ,
हमारा
तो-
बचपन में डॉक्टर है अब उस जमाना में था अभी भी हम लोग वैसे ही जाते थे अभी मैंने कहा था ना रेस्पेक्ट रहते हैं भगवान ही मानते हैं अभी भी मिस्टेक सबसे होता है जाने चाहे वो मिस्टेक्स मेडिसिन से होएगा या कुछ तो भी होगा या स्ट्रेस से होगा आप मेंटली बोल रहे हैं ना डॉक्टर कितना भी बोलो पुराना जमाना में तो अच्छा ही था मैंने बोल रहा हूँ अभी का भी रेस्पेक्ट करती हूँ मगर उन्होंने हाथ पकड़ के देखे सो अलग है टेलीपैथी अलग है जब डॉक्टर के पास जाएंगे वो कुछ भी नॉर्मल टैबलेट भी देगा ना अब्बा डॉक्टर हाथ पकड़ के बोला भाई मुझे दवा दिया बात करा वो तो साइकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट है वो तो इसीलिए जब तक अपन टेलीपैथी का मेडिसिन से गारंटी नहीं मानते इंडिया में, फॉरेन में इट कैन बी अवेलेबिलिटी है, मानते हैं, गारंटी है, गवर्नमेंट कंट्रोल में है, अंडर कंट्रोल में है। मगर इधर जो भी मेडिसिन आते रहते हैं उसमें अंडर कंट्रोल नहीं है, किसी के ऊपर कंट्रोल नहीं, व्यवस्था में धीरे है अपन, डॉक्टर्स का गारंटी नहीं है। तो इंसान की तो पहले तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, मैं भी एज ए मिनिस्टर, मेरे पास एक बार क्या हुआ कि जस्ट लिटिल बिट मैं हाई बीपी से कुछ एंग्जाइटी हो गया था, हॉस्पिटल लेके गए थे, मुझे इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग एंटीबायोटिक्स दे दिए कि वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट के बोलते हुए कि मैंने इतना डोज, हाई डोज, मतलब 500 टैबलेट का डोसेस पर डे 3-4 दे दिए मुझे। अब मेरे को ऐसा हो गया कि मैं एक हफ्ते के बाद मुझे ठीक से बात करना भी नहीं हो रहा है कि बॉडी सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा है, कि देन आई रियलाइज, थोड़ा सा नॉलेज मुझे है क्या हुआ मेरे साथ, कौन सा टैबलेट्स है, मैंने वो चेक कर लिया था टैबलेट का डोसेस, तो वो ज़्यादा दे रहे। मतलब ये है, इतना नॉलेज अपन के पास कहाँ है? वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं पॉलिटिशियन होते हुए देश को क्रिटिसाइज कर रहा हूँ। एज ए लेक्चरर मैंने देखा, मेरे बच्चों को देखा, मेरे बच्चों को भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ पिज्ज़ा उनको नहीं खाते क्या, खा रहे। अब मम्मी खाना भगा के दे रहे क्या, नहीं बना के दे रहे। मेडिसिन हॉस्पिटल में कोई 90% हॉस्पिटल में मर जा रहे, 90% चाहे जो भी हो, मगर घर में मर जाने वाला तो ना बड़ा दादा अभी भी जिंदा है, वो हॉस्पिटल नहीं जाने से आराम से मर जा रहा है अभी भी 90 years.
Let me tell you one thing. No. This is generally.
Yeah. Generally, I'm yeah.
Generally, we have grown now. We have counselors. Our people are educated. There is not such issues now.
In your
People
clinic,
have the trust.
sir, in your clinic,
Yeah.
you
No,
write.
overall.
In your clinic, you write, I treat, he cures.
Yes, that's.
I treat, he
We write
cures.
we write
right?
on our prescription
Right?
also.
This is the line every doctor keeps it in their clinic. I treat, he cures. Right?
I think we should stop here because the time is going. I think we have our own strength and our own weakness, right? So let us focus on the strength and hopefully, slowly our weakness will overcome. Thank you very much.
Focus on positives. Focus on positives. Thank you very much.
Yes, sure. Thank you so much, doctors, for taking out your time and sharing some incredible insights. Thank you. Let's have one group picture.